What is up, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening in YouTube world? This is an impromptu live. Today we're getting crazy. We're getting crazy. This is Crazy Hat Wednesday. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about this hat because I just saw it hanging and I was like, well, yeah, I'll try that. I'll try that. I'll be that today. But this might be the only time you ever see me with a hat, but you'll see it today. So what is going on YouTube? Let me know in the comments, where are you watching from? We have a live chat. This is an impromptu live Q&A where I'm going to be taking some of your questions here live, but also if you are playing the lottery, let's take a look at what is happening now in the world as we speak right now. Oh, Fort Myers, Florida, Toronto, Canada. Yes. Hello, Tim. Hello. I just released an interview a few days ago with a player that won 50 million, I believe, Lotto Max, Randy Rush. You can check that out in the feed. But hello from Illinois. Hello in Dallas, Texas. Dope hat. Oh, I'm so glad you approved. Thank you so much. Let me know in the chat, in this live chat, what you guys think about this hat, because this is like an impromptu. Like, I don't normally wear hats, but I was like, man, I'll try that out today. This is Wednesday. We're getting crazy. We're getting crazy. The Mega Millions and Powerball in the United States today. I know many of you are all over the world, not just the United States. There are people here from Europe, from the Middle East, from Asia, from South America, wherever you are. That is awesome. And I really, really appreciate you watching today. Let me know in the comments, where are you watching from? And if this is no longer live, put that in the comments below this video. Where are you watching from? I love checking out your comments and also your guest suggestions because I love checking that out as well. But right now, the Mega Millions and Powerball in the United States they have well exceeded a staggering $1 billion. They are rising so quickly. It's crazy. It's crazy how quickly they're going up. The Powerball itself tonight is the drawing for that. It's 700. The jackpot is $725 million. That is so much money. It is going to be, if no one wins it here pretty soon, we all know it's going to exceed $1 billion. These jackpots continue to rise and rise and increase and increase. And it's exciting. I think it's very exciting. But the cash value for the Powerball, even today, say you go buy a ticket today and you win and you want to take the half right away, cash value, that is a meager $378.8 million before taxes. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And we'll talk about that a little bit more a little later. But what else is happening tonight? Lotto 649 in Canada. I know there are many people watching from Canada. Lotto 649, 24 million tonight, as well as Mega Sena in Brazil. Brazil, 35 million. Malate, that's the most popular lottery in Mexico. That is 314 million for today. For today, that is happening. But this Friday, Mega Millions, I've interviewed a couple Mega Millions winners. I'm going to be interviewing more. There's actually a winner, an interview coming up with someone from a family that won $165 million from Mega Millions. And I've interviewed other people as well. Also, well, before I get to that, so Mega Millions, $560 million up for grabs this Friday. Euro Millions, I know many people are playing Euro Millions watching this. Euro Millions, 17 million euro this Friday. Euro jackpot, 48 million. And that is, I mean, that's a lot of money. Lotto Max, 65 million in Canada this Friday. So where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. And I see this chat here is blowing up. Let me know what you think about this hat action too, because this is completely new for me. I don't normally wear hats. I just saw it. I was like, I'll try that out. Did you get a new lady friend after winning the jackpot? Okay, I'm going to jump into these these questions here for this Q&A pretty soon. Did I get a new lady friend after winning the jackpot? I did not have a problem before winning the lottery getting, my dating life was doing pretty well before I won the lottery. And then after the lottery, I'm just looking at this chat, getting distracted here. But after the lottery, it was a little more difficult to trust people. So I've talked about that a little bit before, but It was because most of my peers, the people around me, hadn't won the lottery, but I won the lottery. So yeah, it was hard to trust people, but it was not hard to, of course, find people to date. Hi from LA. Hello, Diana Pardes. Thank you so much for your support from LA. That's amazing. How long did it take? Okay. You suit that hat. Sorrel Fraser. Thank you so much, Sorrel. It's great to thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. And if you have not watched my interview with or the interview on this podcast with Sorrel Fraser, we did a testimonial that was really, really interesting. And she won the postcode lottery and in England, in the UK, and you can check that out. But she's very much into manifestation, and that sort of thing is very, very intriguing. It's an excellent interview. You should check it out. I will be afraid to trust someone to manage my money when I win, says Joy. Joy, that is a tricky, to trust people, to learn how to trust people. How do you do that if you win the lottery? Or it doesn't even have to be the lottery. If you come across an inheritance or something crazy happens in your life, because as we know, anything is possible, everything is possible. There are lots of ways of coming across sudden wealth. The lottery is one of them, though, and it does happen to people. So if that happens to you, how do you find people to help you behind the scenes that you can trust? Because we see all these awful stories in the media, all these terrible things happening to people, lottery lawyers being convicted. But obviously, there are very credible people out there that are doing this for a living, that are on the up and up, and that have the experience and the track record to help people. There are way more of those people than there are people that are shady. But it is important to be critical, of course, and to do your due diligence, and you know figure out who you can trust before you hire somebody. And there's gonna be no shortage of people that want to help you. I can tell you that too. Love your hat. It's cool. Oh, Kevin O'Neill, thank you very much. Thank you so much, Kevin. Greetings from South Carolina. Hey, Tim, it's me, your favorite commentator, Money Making Duke. Money Making Duke Money Making Duke always throws in some curveball questions. So it's exciting to have Money Making Duke in the chat. I love your podcast from South Africa. Hannah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, for joining from South Africa. That is amazing. I really enjoy your channel, Tim. I look forward to your interview when I win the Euro Lottery or UK National Lottery. Christina from England. Christina, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Lucky Louie from Chicago. I love Chicago. Lucky Louie says, question, what is the largest pool of winners to win a jackpot? And can each winner select a cash out or annuity option? That's a really good question, Lucky Louie. That's a really good question. The largest pool of winners to win a jackpot, that's a pool of winners. I will look into that. I mean, I'm familiar with some of the pools that have won major prizes, but the largest one, I don't know that fact off the top of my head. But now that you ask, I will look that up. If you do, in the chat, let's put it down there, and we could look it up too in this live chat. And to my knowledge, a lot of people usually choose the cash option and then spread it out. But I think there'd have to be some sort of agreement. I'm just speaking on a whim here, but I think people, if you're in a group and you win a major prize like that, it might be beneficial to have some sort of a contract or something, because people are going to have different opinions about what's going to happen. So I can see how that could get messy if you don't all come to an agreement. So has the dream come true yet? Which dream are you talking about? But I'm happy to answer that question. Do you still have dreams? I have dreams all the time, Corey. I have dreams all the time. I have a new video actually coming out pretty soon about, I know a lot of people have been asking, many people are familiar that I had a dream about winning the lottery and then won a few months after the dream. So that's no secret. But I've had quite a few dreams like that on other subjects throughout my life, including one that inspired this YouTube channel. It was just so real, and I believe that it was a message, and it really inspired me to create this channel. So I made a video about that, so watch for that coming soon in the next few days. But I do want to get to I have a couple questions here from the previous live. So put your questions in this live chat or in the comments below this video. Even if this is no longer live, put it in the comments of this video that could be addressed in the next video, which I'm going to do right now and get to a couple comments here. One is from Edgeable, who said in the last live in the comment section said, "Do you have a lucky symbol or object that you cherish?" So Edgeable, thank you so much for your question. I don't have a symbol necessarily, but I do have a couple quotes and mantras that I follow. One is I have this in my phone as well. It's like it says, "No one is you, and that is your power." And I believe that is very, very true. I find strength in that, but I believe that's true because we are all unique, and no one is you. And there's a lot of power in that. Even though so I find strength in that, but also beyond that, there's another quote that I like to think of is whether you believe that you can or can't, you're right. Henry Ford said that. Henry Ford said that. Old school Henry Ford. But beyond that, I think whether you feel you can or you can't, you're probably right because our perception really shapes our reality to a large extent. So let's jump into this live chat here. All right. Would it be possible to interview you on your experience of winning the jackpot? Janet Moses. Janet Moses. Yes, I give interviews fairly often to various media sources. So I don't know if you're with media or if you want me to be interviewed on this channel. That might be what you mean. But yeah, I would be open to that. There has been a demand for that for sure. So yeah, thanks for the suggestion. Does necessity increase the odds of winning since we really wish we could win? Does necessity increase the odds of winning? Kushkina D Papa. I am slaughtering that name. I am sorry, but thank you for your question. I think I don't think necessity increases the odds of winning. I wish I could say yes to that because there's so much disparity in the world that I really wish that there wasn't so much disparity, of course. So, it'd be nice if necessity equated to a win, but that's not the case. I think if you have a ticket, though, that is what gives you, I mean, obviously, it gives you a chance to win. It can happen. Do you interview in person to lottery winners? Diana Guerrero, thank you so much for your question. I'm going to start interviewing lottery winners in person. It's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. So I'm so excited about that. But most of the time, the interviews that I've done with lottery winners thus far, most of them have been remote. So not using Zoom, but they've been remote. So we have not been in the same room physically, but I think that's going to change. Although I did one when I first started this channel with a Powerball winner in California that she was on My Lottery Dream Home, and she was so fun. There's something special about meeting people in person. I love meeting people even if it's not in person. You're still meeting them and there's a connection there. It's really special. I love interviewing lottery winners. Have you ever used a vision board, Silent Observer? I have not used a vision board per se, Silent Observer, but I very much believe in visualization and that sort of thing. And so I've sat there and visualized things, of course, and then see it how you want it to be, and then take action steps to make that happen for sure. I think it's the same concept. Must be a sign. Okay, if I win 1 million, would you interview me? That's what I manifest. How can I contact you then? Tanya. Yes, of course. I would love to interview you when you win 1 million for sure. For sure. Do I skip an okay. Hi, Tim. I'm manifesting something. Then lately I've seen limousines around me and also a hummingbird in my garden and a squirrel playing on my garden. They look so happy. Well, you have to love squirrels. You have to love limousines and you have to love hummingbirds. I don't think I've ever put those into the same pairing, but hey, That's what is happening. That's what is happening. And that's what's so special about this live chat is that you can combine. It's like this. We go all over the place with talking about the lottery to spirituality to whatever people want to ask here. It's an impromptu live video. If you were able to stay anonymous, do you think you'd be able to keep your win to yourself, like not tell your family? Joy Thomas. Joy, thank you so much for your question. And that's such a important thing, such an important factor if you win a major lottery jackpot. If you have the option of whether to claim it publicly or anonymously, which are you going to choose? Let me know in the chat too, or in the comments below this video. Which would you choose? A lot of people say anonymously, but not everybody does. Not everybody does. I didn't have the choice. I know a lot of people don't have the choice, but if I did, what would I choose? I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I've met people that have had the choice, that have won over 100 million and still claimed it publicly because they just felt that, I mean, I can't speak for them, but I feel that everybody's different. There can be pros and cons to both. There really, really can. Or you might not even have the option and you might have to claim it publicly like Edwin Castro did in California, the $2.04 billion jackpot, the world's largest jackpot. And Edwin Castro won this. Your name cannot remain anonymous in the state of California, but he put out a statement shortly after claiming the prize, or as publicly it was being claimed. He didn't attend the press conference. And he basically, one of the things he said that I remember was that he wanted to remain private. And so I completely respect that. But also with the laws, his name had to be disclosed publicly. And now I've seen, paparazzis taking pictures. And I mean, I haven't seen the paparazzis, but I've seen the photos online on some of the media. So it's interesting. So I don't know what you guys think about that. Okay. I'm cutting family and friends off, going off the grid, says Lucky Lottery. Well, I completely respect that. And let's be honest, if you win hundreds of millions of dollars take home, or even less, but if you win a mass amount of money, if you want to, you can go off the grid. If you want to, you can sort of disappear. Like, it can happen. There are ways of doing that, even if you have to claim it publicly. Okay, let's get back to the chat. Will you release a video about your precognitive dreams? Sorrel Fraser. Sorrel, thank you so much for your question. And yes, I will do that. It's already been produced. So it's in line. I expect it perhaps even this week. It's definitely coming soon. Thank you. Sorrel Fraser is a huge supporter of the channel. Do you go public in much or stay out of the way? I'm not sure what you mean about that. Oh, do I go public? You mean, do I go out in public? Yeah, I do sometimes, but now I have this hat to stay incognito, and this is my disguise right here. So watch out for that. Why you did not answer my question, Joy? What is your question, Joy? So one thing that happens in these live chats is there are so many questions, and I'm answering one question, and then there's all these other questions, which is awesome. I love your questions. I get to every single one of them that I can and that I see, but I don't see all of the questions. And so, Joy, maybe that's what happened. But if you want to ask it again, hopefully I'll see it. I dig that hat. Janet Moses. Janet, thank you so much. Janet, that means a lot. I'm glad. This is an experiment. This is Wild Wednesday with the hat today. It would be the same for anyone who won that much. Destiny. Okay. Mario is here somewhere. Okay. Sorrel Fraser, just watched your interview as well. Very inspiring. Kit Kat. Yes, Sorrel Fraser's interview. I did interview Sorrel Fraser on this channel. She won the postcode lottery, and she's in this chat. And you can scroll through my interviews and find that one. I love your 100th blue shirt. LOL. Destiny C. Destiny, you don't have to say that. That is so nice of you. Thank you so much. Yes, I do love blue. Nice hat. Someone from this Coast about to become a millionaire. Sell has it locked in. Sell knows what Sell wants, and that's to become a millionaire. And it is possible, Sell. It is possible. But it's also, if you win, when you win, come on to this podcast. We want to hear from you. And oh my gosh, there's a 10 pound super. Oh no, that's 10 euro super from Michael. Michael, that is so generous of you. Thank you so much. That means so much, Michael. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And Michael says, "Hi Tim, do you remember the moment you clicked on Quick Pick when you sold yourself the ticket? Did you feel or think of something at this precise moment before clicking on it? Sending love from France." First of all, Michael, thank you so much for your support from France and for your generous super. That means the world to me, and I really, really appreciate it. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. And to answer your question, I did. I mean, I believe I did. I felt like it was going to happen, and when I did that, I believed that it was going to happen. I was like, this is going to happen. This is happening right now. That's the way I felt. Some people think that's coincidence, and a lot of people think that it's not, but that's what happens. So Michael, thank you very much for your question and for your generous super and your support from France. I really appreciate that. Hi, Timothy. Neon the Phoenix. Hello, Neon the Phoenix. It's great to see you. Southeast London. We have people from all over the world. It's amazing. Ohio gonna get the Powerball win tonight. Lucky Lottery MM. Look out. Did you know that the Powerball in the United States, I know people are watching and playing from all over the world. But for the people that are playing from the United States, the Powerball, let me see here. I think it's been like 30 something consecutive drawings since it's been won, which is why it's so high today at 725 million. Yeah, it's been 35 consecutive drawings without a win. The last win was in April in the state of Ohio, which is why I bring that up. So maybe you could be the next winner from Ohio. It's possible. It is possible. I'm the winner, Tim. Bertha 3000. Would you suggest tailing the payout? Oh, taking Stoked Culture. Stoked Culture. I love your name. You're asking whether to take the cash or the annuity. So half of it right away before taxes, or all of it over a period of, if you're talking about the Powerball, it's 30 years. I mean, right now the interest rates are a little higher, and it just depends. There's pros and cons to both. I recently interviewed someone. This interview is coming very, very soon. Someone that won 45 million from the New York State Lottery, and that person took the annuity. And so he swears by it. And so I'm not speaking for him, but just thinking about it, if you take the annuity, you're going to have guaranteed payments for X amount of years. So that's pretty awesome. But on the other hand, the interest rate, oftentimes, depending upon many factors, such as when you win, the interest rate's oftentimes pretty low. It's in these very low government bonds. And so you can usually make more money by taking half of it and then after taxes and then investing that. So that's why financial advisors usually say that. But, hey, some people prefer the annuity. You can get a guaranteed payment for X amount of years. And so that's awesome. And so that's definitely the best choice for some people. Either way is awesome. If you won $1 billion tomorrow, or if no one wins this Powerball tonight and it's 1 billion in a couple weeks or something, or, I don't know, pretty soon. Oh my gosh. I am staring at a wasp in this studio. All right. This is the beauty of live video. So it's like maybe 1 foot from my face, but I got the hat protecting me. Okay. So all right, I got distracted. My fight or flight instinct just kicked in. Lump sum. Lump sum says Mario. Lump sum says Mario. Okay. All right. Don't fear the don't fear the bee, says Janet Moses. Janet, thank you so much. Yes. I'm not afraid of bees so much, but when I'm on a live video, I feel like I shouldn't get up and move. I don't know. I guess they're not going to do anything. Bees and bees actually are good for the earth. I really like bees, but this was a wasp, so it's a little different. Do any of the bigger lottery winners get together to hang out or share advice with each other? Tracy. Tracy, thank you for your question. In Europe, if you win Euro Millions, I have met and interviewed multiple people that have won Euro Millions, various prizes, and one of them specifically told me about these gatherings they have for lottery winners. So all these lottery winners can get together and meet other lottery winners, and I think that would be amazing. That would be so beneficial. That'd be so positive. I wish that type of thing happened in the USA. To my knowledge, it does not. I've never had that opportunity, but that's one of the motivations for starting this podcast and interviewing other lottery winners. I get to meet and interview them. And so it's very cathartic. It's very fulfilling to me to do that. There aren't too many opportunities otherwise to meet other lottery winners in the United States, at least. But that's not the case. It depends where you win. It depends where you win, whether that's an option. Miami-Dade, BC, still thrill. Miami-Dade, thank you so much for watching from Miami-Dade. When I win, okay, did you pick your numbers or was it random? Charlie Young, it was a quick pick for me, but people win both ways. I did not. Okay, so we are running kind of short on time. I'm going to take a couple more questions, but let me know your questions in the chat. Also, let me know, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Thanks for answering, Charlie Young. Of course, Charlie. Thank you for watching. Meeting other lottery winners is a good idea, says Stuart. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but Stuart, I completely agree with you. And it's interesting because then you can, there are very similar commonalities. Every lottery winner is different. There are different factors involved, like how much you win, where you win, who you are as a person. There's so many factors involved, but on top of that, there are many commonalities, many things that a lot of lottery winners have in common, I would say. So it's interesting to speak with people. Indiana, Poland, awesome. People from Indiana and Poland, and we can start a club when I win, says Tracy. Tracy, I love that. Let's make that happen. Colombia, Missouri, Barbados, Big Money, Texas, Todd Williams, New Orleans. For watching from Louisiana, Texas. Awesome. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining from all over the world. It's amazing. Canada, Austria, California, North Carolina. Yes. London, UK, Netherlands. Amazing. I love Netherlands. Oregon. Yes. Got the big bucks out in Oregon. Joplin, Missouri. I love it. Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be. That's a song. But I do love Beverly Hills, in all honesty. I do. But thank you so much for joining from Beverly Hills. How many tickets did you buy when you won? For me, it was one. It only takes one to win, as cliche as that sounds. It only takes one to win. Never spend more than you're comfortable losing. But it takes one for a chance to win. And by doing that, you are purchasing a right to dream, a right to think about legitimately, what if I win? Because legitimately, it could win if you hold a ticket. It's true. Please answer my question. Yana, what is your question? I would love to answer your question. Cyprus, Greece. Hello in Greece. Thank you so much. Have you ever flown private? Joy Thomas. I have flown private, Joy. I have flown private, but I've also flown not private, publicly, whatever they call that, many times. Wendy, remember? Okay. All right. So we are going to take maybe one more question here, and then we're going to get going for today, because because I do have to get going, but love connecting with you guys in this live chat. It's amazing. I'm so glad that most of you at least approve of this Wild Wednesday hat situation that's happening. Tim from Idaho, God bless. Hello, thank you so much for joining from Idaho. Thank you very much. God bless you as well. From Michigan, yes. Commercial, okay. Do you think the lottery machines is better than buying direct from a clerk in the store? Diana Paredes. Diana, no, I don't think so. I don't think it, whether you buy it from a clerk or from a lottery machine, people win both ways. There was a woman, it was this really interesting story that happened, I think maybe 10 to 14 months ago, maybe more, right around there. This woman got bumped into one of these machines where you buy lottery tickets. Someone bumped her and she hit the button, and then that was the jackpot piece. So that's pretty awesome. But I believe what feels best to you is how you should do it. Like if you feel that it's just not the same doing it from a machine, then don't do it that way, because it should feel good to you. Hi Tim, was there Louie with the $5 super. Louie, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you very much, Louie. That means so much to me. Louie says, hi Tim, was there a nostalgic feeling you can identify that many people would find common when becoming aware of definite outcomes in life? Was there a nostalgic feeling you can identify that many people would find common when becoming aware of definite outcomes in life? Oh, I think so. What you're referring to is like the dream I had about winning the lottery before it happened. I think that's what you are referring to. And was there a nostalgic feeling? I mean, it felt like it had already happened. So it wasn't, during the dream, at least, it wasn't nostalgic. It was just like, it was the first time that I had felt that way. I was just excited. I was like on top of the world. I mean, I was just really, really excited. That's the way it felt to me. Caleb Bromstead with a $4.99 super. Caleb Bromstead, thank you so much. That is so kind and generous of you. Are you related to David Bromstead? Because if you are, we have to chat. But Caleb, thank you so much. That is so kind of you. And Caleb Bromstead says, love the channel and hat. Thank you, Tim. Caleb, thank you so much. That means so much to me. You are too kind, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. And Tiffany Sumo, oh my gosh, these supers are rolling in. This is a super Wednesday. Thank you so much, Tiffany Sumo, for the $5 super. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you very much. Tiffany says, Tim, thank you for your channel. It's always uplifting and inspiring. I have faith I will be the next lottery jackpot winner. And Tiffany Sumo, thank you so much. And it is definitely, absolutely 110% possible. So I really hope that when that happens, you will contact my team for an interview on this podcast. I really hope that you do. And it is possible. But thank you so much for the generous super. It means a lot. I really appreciate that. 333 on the clock, says Emerald 8888. Wow. Do you recommend us playing the lottery? Marco Ramos. Marco, play the lottery if you want to have a chance to win, and if it feels good, if you have fun with it. That's my advice. Tim, is your upcoming guest John Falcon, Mentalist? Thank you for your question. Yes, John. I did interview John Falcon, so watch for that. 45 million New York State Lottery winner. Watch for that interview coming soon. How long between your cognitive dream and the actual win? About 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months. How many? Okay. 2134 in the UK. That is the time. Okay. Timothy doesn't answer my question. Yana with the crying emojis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crying emojis. Yana, someone get Yana Someone needs to help Yana out. Yana, what is your question? I really want to answer your question. We don't need any more crying emojis. No more crying emojis in this chat. We want to know what your question is. I'm happy to answer. Belgium. Okay. If you buy a ticket from online or the store, Yana. Oh, okay, Yana. I finally got Yana's question. Okay. No more tears, Yana. No more tears today. If you are buying a lottery ticket, do you do it online or at the store? And I would say do what feels best to you, as general as that sounds, because I think whatever, people win both ways. That's the answer. People win both ways. And it depends where you live too, because you want to make sure that the app that you're using is legitimate. And if you win, you're actually going to get paid. And I know there are some places that you cannot necessarily trust, but the ones that are on, like, there are many that you can trust as well. Of course there are, especially in today's day and age. Everything is sort of cycling towards that way. Technology continues to change and people win both ways. So do what feels best to you. That's my advice. I definitely will win soon an interview with you, Daniel. I look forward to that. All right, so I do need to get going here. And is Cynthia Stafford? Okay. Cynthia Stafford, actually. So I did interview her again for the second time. She is so inspiring. And I'm so excited to share that interview with you guys soon. Hopefully sooner than later, but it is coming soon. So watch for that. What's a good cover? Okay. Yeah, the Cynthia Stafford interview. Well, you can go through my feed and watch the first interview, which was released, I think, a year and a half ago, something like that. But there's a new one coming out soon. She is so inspiring. She's very much into manifestation and the law of attraction and that sort of thing. She won 112 million lottery jackpot. And she's just, but that's just the tip of why she's an interesting person. So she's just really inspiring. So watch for that coming soon. All right. So I need to get going, guys, but I just want to thank you all so much wherever you are watching from in the world. Thank you so much. Your support means so much to me. Let me know if first of all, if I was unable to get to your question today, I apologize, but you can put your question in the comments below this video and hopefully I can respond to that, or perhaps that could be the topic of the next live video. But there are so many interviews coming soon on this channel with lottery winners and others. And I just really, really appreciate your support. And remember to dream big in the literal sense and in the symbolic sense, because anything is possible. Anything is possible. So I really, really appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.